Is there a chance that Allosaurus had feathers? Now, I know what many of you are getting ready to type right now. Absolutely not. There is zero evidence that Allosaurus had feathers. And you would be right. As it currently stands, we don't have any direct fossil evidence that Allosaurus was a feathered dinosaur. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that Allosaurus didn't have feathers. In fact, there still is a possibility that it did. One thing that's important to remember about paleontology is that we are constantly learning new things about these long extinct animals. Only recently, there was a brand new iguanodontian dinosaur that was discovered that has these little quill-like structures on its body. That is completely new for that group of dinosaurs, and while it's currently localized to just that specific genus, that being Holongdongi, it shows that those kinds of dinosaurs were capable of having structures like that. And that's really telling in a group like the iguanodontians, because we've known about iguanodontians since the very beginning. Iguanodon was the second dinosaur that was ever recognized officially by science 200 years ago. So that shows us that, yeah, Dinosauria is a very diverse clade, and it's constantly full of surprises. Now, does this mean that Allosaurus 100% did have feathers? No, of course it doesn't mean that either. It just means that it is possible, but we don't really know either way. So we can't really say with confidence that Allosaurus did not have feathers, and we cannot say with confidence that Allosaurus did have feathers. It could really just be either way, but oftentimes I think people get caught up on the fact that we don't have any evidence for it, and they like to say that Allosaurus and other such dinosaurs absolutely did not have feathers, and I just think that's a little bit flawed to think like that. And honestly, the same could go for practically any other dinosaur. I wouldn't be surprised if most, if not all, dinosaurs had some type of feathering. Like, even if it was just like tiny, small amounts of hair-like feathers that would be difficult to see. In fact, those are the type of feathers that might be possible on Allosaurus, given the fact that it's a larger theropod that lived in a relatively warm environment. So it might be sort of like sparse feathers, if it did have feathers, of course. So yeah, I wouldn't be too quick to dismiss the idea that more dinosaurs had feathers than what we previously thought.